I feel so cozy, but it is so hot in this sweater. But I couldn't like think of anything more creative to wear in today's video, so we're rocking with my San Francisco sweatshirt. We're gonna be doing some repotting today. It's an exciting night because we're gonna be repotting some of my Anthurium seedlings.
My little babies, and I'm so excited.
So if you find that any type of interesting, or you just want to see me repot some Anthurium seedlings, then stay tuned. Yeah, let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mariah, and if you're new here, hey girl, what's up? And if you're returning, thank you. Like the title suggests, we're gonna be repotting some Anthurium seedlings. A lot of these are the seedlings I got a few months ago, and they're still in their like little tiny condiment cup that I had them in when I first received them. So yeah, I think it's well overdue for some of them, and then some of them is probably like an early repot, but to be honest, for Anthuriums, that's a good thing, not a bad thing. We're not dealing with Hoyas here. I'm actually using my potting mat today. I'm so excited. And if there's like a huge like overcast on my face, that's because I have my grow light in the back over here, because if not, we'd be sitting in darkness, okay? We're working with what we got today. Alright, so I have my repotting mat that I haven't used in centuries, and I have it like on this little table. It's like a desk table for like laptops, and you can like sit on it on your bed or something. It's one of those little mini tables, so we're gonna use that today. We're gonna hop right into it. Oh my goodness, I totally forgot, you guys. I totally forgot. I'm gonna have to use my soldering iron. I just got a soldering iron, so I'm so excited. I'm gonna have to use my soldering iron because some of these cups that we're using, I'm using a lot of these clear like solo cups. I'm gonna need to put like some holes around the sides and the bottom of these cups, so we'll do that later, because for these first 6 Anthuriums, I'm gonna be using this pot, these square pots, these square clear pots, and they already have like holes in them. And what I'm going to do is use the cup as like a little saucer or a reservoir. I'm going to add leca to the bottom of these. Let me just show you what I'm going to do. Let's stop talking about it, right? Alright, in the substrate I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using Stagnum moss with some amendments. Soilless substrate for my Anthuriums right now. Basically mostly Stagnum moss with some like chunky perlite, orchid bark, charcoal, worm castings, stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, and some tree fern. So yeah, that's basically it. Let's start. I'm actually pretty nervous to repot these seedlings, but I know they need it. You see how it's like wrapping around the bottom of this little container, and it has some roots on the side, so it's not ridiculous, but I still want to repot it. Just so I don't have to worry about it later, because it's been on my mind a lot. By the way, this is the Doc Block Brielle crossed with Red Crystal Linum. That is also crossed with Pink Lemonade, Rio Clarence WT. I don't know. I'll put it on the screen. This is the newest leaf on it. So pretty. I love the abs on this plant. So cute. And it gets pretty dark when it hardens off. So that's really nice. It looks like it would have some like luxurians in there, just because of the abs on this newly emergent, but there is no luxuriance crossing in this seedling. But this seedling I have right here is a lux. This one is actually a black lux crossed with a few sinus, probably some type of, what's it called, forgetii. So yeah, I think this is a black lux crossed with some type of forgetii, but it just says fused sinus, no ID. They probably don't know what kind of forgetii it is. The only thing I'm nervous about is a lot of these seedlings have new emergence, and I don't know if it's safe to really repot them when they're fresh, but we're gonna do that anyways and see what happens. Alright, so here's my leca, and we're just gonna like add it to the bottom. I basically fill it up to about where the slit is open, like right above it. But yeah, like about that much should be good. It does kind of take a lot of space though, away from the pot. Oh wow, I have a... You guys, look at this. Look at that. Do you guys see that? I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but there's this little tiny little thing right here. I'll try to zoom in the camera, but this is a little yellow looking mushroom in my sphagnum moss. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's there. Let's deal with that. I had to release the mushroom into the garbage. I like to call it like my dirty sphagnum moss mix, because it's literally just sphagnum moss basically. It's a normal substrate with a whole bunch of amendments. Okay, so let's deal with this first seedling. Man, that emergent is so nice. Hopefully I don't mess with its growth. Just gonna try to squeeze it. This is why I don't like a mat. Let me just unfold this. Because I need to like be able to get in there. I'm just gonna try to like pull it straight out. Boom. I didn't have to do too much. Kind of fits in there perfect. And I can still get me. Okay, I decided to move you guys a little bit closer. Look at this. This is like perfect. It is kind of higher up than I would like to, because as the anthurium grows, like I'm gonna need to top off the top and extend this part, like as in like it grows upwards and it's gonna have little aerial roots sticking out of the sides, and I'm going to continuously cover that with sphagnum moss. If it gets too high up, I'm going to have to repot it, so we'll see. But for now, this is what she looks like. Repot it. I did minimal damage. She has like a leca reservoir. You see that reservoir? So basically, I'm going to take this clear cup, put her inside of it, like that. I have one other plant already that I did this to as an experiment, and it's going good so far. But yeah, I'm gonna literally, when I fill the water up, I'll go through the sides, or either like just lift the pot up and fill it up and then set her in there. I just make sure I don't put too much water, where when the water's in there it hits right here where the reservoir ends, where the leca ends. That's where the reservoir stops. That's where the water stops for me, because I don't want it to come in direct contact with the roots until the roots like grow into there and it turned into water roots on its own. That was a lot of words. But you guys know what I mean, right? And if you don't, yeah, moving on. But yeah, I'm excited. Okay, so now what I have to do though is, you see how the label is on the original little container that it came in? I'll be right back. I need to show you what I'm gonna get. I always try to make sure I have everything I need before I start my videos, but that doesn't always happen that way. A situation like this happens, but you know what, that's okay. But back to what I was saying, I have these like clear little tags. This has like film on it. When you take the film off, it looks like that. It's like a little, literally a clear plant tag. So I'm gonna peel off this little name tag off the container, because we don't want to lose the tags to these anthuriums, because when they're young they all look the same, and if I ever lose the tags, I won't know what it is. It turns into that. Will it focus? Yeah, kind of. Like that. And there it is. So I'm gonna like stick it in the pot like that, and now it has its tag and its new home. Hope for the best. Literally. So one down, so many to go. Let's do this one, this pretty one right here. This one is going to be, I love the little grass. You see the grass in there? I think that's from the algae, and then it turns into like this little green grass looking thing. I don't know. But this baby seedling is my Kuna CC1 crossed with Doc Block Brielle Red Crystal Linum. And that's what she looks like. So nice. I'm looking forward to some of these being really big plants, because especially the ones that are red crystallinums. I know red crystallinums, they get pretty big. Hopefully I don't get let down. Alright, reservoir. You know the deal. Leca at the bottom. This is the best way to at least help with, it's like it creates a self-watering system for your Anthurium without using like an actual self-watering pot. Because I love these tall, clear, square cups because they're just longer, and the way an Anthurium grows, it's like, this is like perfect for it. But eventually I'm probably gonna have to go another route because I only have so many of these, as you will see throughout this video. I think that's good. It looks pretty high up now. Yeah, that's good. I'm hoping we can literally do the same thing as the other one and just kind of like plop it in there. Look at me leaving the grass in there. Did I leave the grass in the other one? Oh, there was no grass in that one. Okay. I'm gonna like pluck out the grass. It's really easy to take it out. If you guys have clear self-watering pots, then you know my struggle. And then I'm just gonna like top it off. And then that's what she looks like. Boom. If you guys have seen some of the, okay, well, let me first start off by saying you guys have only technically seen 6 of these seedlings from the last time I ever showed my Anthurium seedlings. I got 6 more plus 7 more. So 11 more than what you guys saw last time. Dang, what the heck? That's wild. So some of these are new to you and some of them are old. But either way, they have grown a lot. They have so many new leaves. If you can imagine, when I first started, a lot of them only had like 1 leaf. Like this one was the first one on this plant. So when I bought it, it only had this leaf on there, and I've grown all 3 of these, and this one is the fresh new one. So I'm really happy. Sizing up great, and I feel like it's going to do really good in its new home. And there's that one that you can't really see. This is one of my favorite seedlings. I love it. It's really dark. It's not showing up as dark as it is in person. It has a new leaf on the way right there. Baby new leaf. This one is the Tim's Black crossed with Villaneorum, and that is crossed with Wonder Boy and Doc Block. This Anthurium is going to be like a really nice looking Anthurium, and I can just already tell it has very thin minimal veining and a very dark leaf. Yeah, that's good. I hope my Anthuriums like this mix. I'm not a pro when it comes to like, or I don't like specialize in like the perfect Anthurium mix. I'm just kind of trying something, and to be honest, Sphagnum moss has been working for me, so I'm just hoping that keeping my main part of my mix like 90% sphagnum moss, and then just adding some extra amendments will satisfy these Anthuriums that I have, because I don't have anything special, I don't think, at least. If you guys have Anthurium, like what's in like your mix? Like what are some key things that it has to be in your Anthurium mix? Or if you might not even have a special mix for your Anthurium, you just use your aroid mix, let me know down below, like if that's like something that you do. I'm curious, and I'm willing to like adjust and try things out. I'm not opposed at all to that. These are pretty easy. I'm going faster than I thought I was gonna go, so that's good. Not all my Anthurium look good. Like I have 2, maybe like, no, I have like 4 that are struggling, and then I have 1 that's in rehab that has been struggling since I bought it. So yeah, you know, I have a few good ones, but there are some not so, and they're not terrible, they're just not in the state that I would like them to be in, personally. Another dark Anthurium seedling. Look how dark that leaf is. Isn't it like with like 0 veining? I love this dark leaf. So nice. So this is the newest leaf on it. This little baby leaf. That's the newest one. And it came in nearly perfect. Almost. This one was the leaf before it that I showed you. But look how round the leaf is that I got when I bought this plant. Look how round it was, and now it's like elongated. It's weird how it changes as it matures. So it's like I still don't really know what I'm gonna get, and I probably won't know until it fully gets established and gets larger. These are pretty easy. Oh, this one has a lot of roots at the bottom. Maybe not as much as I thought it would. Yeah, it doesn't have too many, but that's okay. Oops, I kind of jumped ahead. Let me add. Moving right along. I'm running out of leca balls. These are my last two pots. And then I'm going to have to switch it over. I have to use the soldering iron to poke some holes. Yeah, definitely not enough. Luckily I have another bag. Alright, this one is my Ralph Lynam Fort Sherman crossed with a pure pap. Ooh, and this one has a fresh new leaf coming in. See that like fresh new leaf right there? It's like kind of hiding. I'm gonna try to be as gentle as possible. Alright, so this one doesn't look like it's gonna stay together as the other ones did. It's like falling apart. Ah, I did not want that to happen, but here we are. Even though the stygomos fell apart a little bit, it still turned out pretty good. These are fun little repots to do. They're pretty fast. Okay, where's the tag? Look at this. Will it focus? Can you see that? It says the word deal, like I got a deal for it, which I did. And then he has the name of the Anthurium. Because I got it for a really good price. Especially for a pure pap. I got it for under like, it was probably under 30 bucks. It was probably like 20 bucks, 20 some, or like 22 bucks or something like that. And that's a pretty good deal for a seedling. I think, at least, I mean, I think. So this one is one of my most exciting ones that I have. Because I'm not a forgetii, and I'm not an Anthurium forgetii lover. I don't really like the forgetii, but when I saw the pictures of the parent plants of this seedling, the parents look really nice. Like the black Lux looked so like oily slick and super dark. It looked really nice. And there is my black Lux. Cross with forgetii. Some type of forgetii. Alright. I'm gonna go get my soldering iron. I'm trying to see if I'm gonna do it on camera or not. I feel like a lot of people know what a soldering iron is. And it's just like a heated
Pointy needle pin like thing.
and you just, you know, boop, boop, boop. You just poke holes. So the only reason I'm contemplating that, like showing you guys, is because I'm like repotting with you guys at nighttime, like you guys know. So trying to find good angles is not always the easiest thing. It's really hard. Okay, I'm back from poking holes in all my pots. I did though kind of go a little soldering iron crazy. I did 2 extras that were supposed to be the reservoir cups. So we're gonna have to figure that out. Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. I am gonna up pot some of my bigger Anthuriums. These are still kind of like seedlings, but they're bigger to me because I want to take the pots and use them for the smaller seedlings. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm gonna start with this one, and this is the newest leaf on it. This is the Anthurium magnificum verde crossed with Brielle Zara. The leaf I got before it was this one, super janky. But this was the one, this was the leaf that was emerging in transit, so I didn't expect for it to be a nice leaf. And then this is the one I got after that, and it looks a lot better. So I'm hoping that we just go up from here, hopefully. My plan is put it in. It's gonna be a drinking cup. Okay, so this is one of the solo cups that shouldn't have been poked, but was poked. So now it's a drainage cup. I'm gonna have to use like these are like food containers as like a little saucer, because I don't have any more of these cups. Alright, this is gonna be kind of, you know, a little questionable. The look is not gonna be very aesthetic. Oh, I forgot Lekka. I'm moving too fast. Yeah, like I was saying, it's not gonna be very aesthetic, but it's gonna do the job, so that's all we really care about, right? There's that. I might have put too much, actually. Oh my goodness. Okay, that wasn't the smoothest, but it works. This mix actually already has some tree fern in it, which is nice. I repotted this one, but I just repotted it without a reservoir. So I wanted to redo it. So this one didn't necessarily need a, so to speak, repot. It just, I wanted it to be potted up like all the rest of my anthuriums with the Lekka balls at the bottom. So I'm gonna redo this one. This one's a redo. And for me, I'm not worried about using sphagnum moss as the substrate, because unlike other plants, anthurium's roots are like more noodle-like, like more chunky. So removing sphagnum moss is way easier from an anthurium than compared to like your normal aeroid. Oh, I feel like I need to add more. See, like here, I don't like when there's like a little root right there. I don't know if you can see that right there by my finger. There's like this little root. I don't like when they're exposed. I want them to grow into something, so I try to keep them covered at all times. And then that's what that one looks like. She doesn't look like much yet, but she's getting there. So now I have like this one free. And it would have been so perfect if I didn't overdo it with the soldering iron. And I could have used this the same way I used the other ones, but that's no longer going to work. Yeah, because this doesn't work either. That's such a bummer, you guys. Okay, so this is my next big anthurium. You guys have seen this anthurium since it was like a little seedling that I had, and it's grown so big. It is struggling a little bit. Like, this was the first big leaf that I showed you guys a while back that I got. I gave it too much light, and then it has like some like cosmetic damage right here, and then this one I tore the bottom of it, of the tip of the anthurium, like the little tail piece. I tore it on accident, so it looks like that. I'm so sad. So I'm just hoping maybe in a self-watering pot I can kind of regulate its needs a little bit better. Yeah, I don't know. And it always comes in with like decolored marks on the side right here. It's very light, but I can totally see it. I don't know what that is, but it like bugs me. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully the next leaf is a better leaf. We'll see. Look at that. The tag came off. This is another anthurium that I repotted before, just without the reservoir. Doesn't want to go that big. This is like my little Starbucks cup, and then this one's like my little Popeyes cup. I like to save my drinking cups because they're like tall and long, and it's perfect for anthuriums so that they can grow down in there. So yeah, I love these. And I'm thinking of putting this one in here, I guess. Look what the person that made me this drink wrote. They drew a little person on it, and they said, it says, who is this diva? And it has a little man on it, or a little like figure, and I thought that was so funny. Anyways, so I gave it a pretty good reservoir. This is the biggest I've gone so far with my Anthurium. This should be interesting. I'm like trying to fill out the sides right here, so I'm using the little clear name tag or plant tag to like do that. This is such a big upsize for me. I'm so excited to see what the next few leaves are gonna look like. This is huge. But that is what my Starbucks cup looks like. For some people, this aesthetic would be very like, this would bother people, but for me, it's more about seeing the roots as long as it's clear. I need the reservoir for most of my plants, and just the health of my plants over basically how their home and their living situation is, like what their pot looks like basically. So even my holes like that I've made, they're not the most, you know, perfect looking things, but it works, you know, and that's all I care about. Probably gonna go into something like that. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna do the small little seedlings because I have these two pots available now. This first one is a mag, or no, not mag, sorry, yeah, mag, but it's a papillium crossed with a mag that was crossed with an ace of spades. Then that was crossed again with the SKG bugs, and I think it's like some type of SKG silver type of cross, I think. Oh, did I show you guys what it looked like? This is what the plant looks like. I think I just heard my daughter, so after I pot this one up, I'm probably gonna have to go check on her. I'm gonna pull out all this like grassy algae. Yup, I hear her. The longer I take, the madder she gets. But I don't know how long I'm gonna be in there with her, so I want to at least finish this one plant. Okay, you guys, that's what that plant looks like. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. That probably was like no time at all for you guys. It feels like a long time for me. Alright, so let's put the tag on. I'm so happy to be finally doing this. It's been bugging me for the longest, but I'm finally getting it done. I'm like getting kind of tired, but I don't want to stop. But I actually just looked at my camera. I have like 9 minutes left of memory on this card, so I might have to fix that. But this next one is Dressleri crossed with pink lemonade. I'm gonna have the name up on the screen so you guys can see the full name of it, because I'm gonna butcher it. This one was kind of dry. It needs to be watered. This is like perfect timing. Alright, you guys, so real quick, I'm gonna end the video because I have 5 minutes left on my camera and I don't feel like deleting footage right now. I'm really tired, but I'm having so much fun. So I'm gonna like speed through this. I'm gonna like finish up whatever seedlings I have. I only have 5 left, so you guys, you're not missing too much. Just to save space and time in my battery, I'm gonna speed through this last part and I'll catch you in the outro. So I'll be right back. I have a few minutes that I can record, and I just want to show you some of the plants that I did. like this big one right here. I was nervous about doing this one because it has a new leaf coming in right there, so I'm hoping that it all works itself out and that this Anthurium doesn't have too much of a freak out. It should be able to live in this pot for a while, or this cup. It should be able to live in this cup for a while, and hopefully I can get some better looking leaves because I can see the potential with this Anthurium. It has really dark leaves. It's a Anthurium pap X times 8x5, 8x5, crossed with a port. Dark leaf for sure. It looks like it's getting some little bunny ears at the top. Oh, this one is another favorite of mine. This one is so cute. I love how round it is. Look how round it is. Oh my gosh. It was surprising to have such a round leaf because look what I got before that. Total difference, right? Yeah, but I love it. So I'm excited to see what the new leaf looks like. That is going to be my Anthurium seedling repot video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found this video interesting. Go ahead and subscribe. Comment down below. You guys already know the deal. I love chatting with you guys. So yeah, don't be afraid to leave a comment down below. Like this video, share it, you know, spread the word that your girl's out here with some Anthuriums. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, you guys, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.